You know, there are literally millions of cool things to see and do in Michigan. I'm Tom Dalton from the Emmy Award-winning PBS television program Under the Radar Michigan, and I'm going to show you every single one of them. Well, let's just start with this one.
Now, if you're tired of being a generic nerd like me and you want to specialize, have I got something that'll float your nerd boat, literally.
They're called boat nerds, and they've got their own website called boatnerd.com. Heck, they've even got their own command post at the Great Lakes Maritime Center right here in Port Huron. If you're fascinated with the formidable freighters floating the Great Lakes, this is a club you should contact. Frank Frisk, aka Freighter Frank, is a celebrated photojournalist, lecturer, philanthropist, and boat nerd numero uno here at the center. If it floats on the Great Lakes, it's on Frank's radar.
Now, should I be worried? I noticed that not only are these flags loud, but there's a pirate flag up there.
That's up there for a purpose. Several years ago, we had a tall ship festival here. We had a pirate ship in town for the kids and people who enjoy with the history of pirates. There was actually pirates in the Great Lakes years ago.
So I shouldn't be scared.
Oh, absolutely not.
Now, how did you become Freighter Frank?
After I retired from my first job, I was living here in Marysville doing photography work, and several of my customers wanted freighters and lighthouses for their homes, and I took some of the photos over to a friend of mine's house to take them down to his dad in Florida, and his little boy answered the door and he says, "Dad, Freighter Frank's here."
And it stuck.
And it stuck, and when I ended up going to work on the freighters, they hung it on me, and it's stayed there ever since.
Now, for people who've never been to the Maritime Center before, explain exactly how unique this place is.
This thing is the wishing well of everything maritime. You've got the boats going by here on a daily basis, unrestricted. There's no fences, there's no boundaries. This is private property. And this is a definite destination for people who like boats and boat nerds, and people really enjoy being here. We offer them the opportunity to research anything they wish to do, and as the boats pass by, they have announcers inside, the volunteers. They announce where the boat's loaded, where it's going, and generally what's carrying on it.
Speaking of boat nerds, how did boatnerd.com start? How long has it been around?
Boatnerd.com started in the early 90s by an Oakland University College student. His name was Neil Schulteis. He called it Great Lakes Seaway and Shipping, which ended up being boatnerd.com. And it's blossomed into a website that's followed. I just checked the counter on the front page this morning. There's just a little over 8 million hits on the website so far this year.
One of the coolest things about the center is that live volunteers announce fascinating facts about each massive ship as they slowly pass by. It really brings these classic cargo carriers to life.
Well, what do you think this place means to this community? Obviously, people love it.
It's a mecca for boat nerds, and the reason being is that we offer them every amenity that they can think of to come into town to enjoy anything maritime here in this Port Huron area.
Freighter Frank, would you mind making me an official boat nerd?
Tom, as of right now, you're well respected within the boat nerd community, and we really appreciate you having on board with us.
So if you get a chance, stop by the Great Lakes Maritime Center and be a bona fide boat nerd for a day. This place will float your boat, and then some.